Welcome, ladies and gents, to another episode of Jay Does Sports. Today we're just going to go over some possible NBA moves after the Lakers and the Miami Heat have lost, as well as the Maple Leafs forcing a Game 7 with the Bruins, and then some other NFL news. But first, let's go over last night's NBA games. Last night, the Pacers absolutely had their way with the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think it was more of a story of two benches. The main players for both sides just really weren't as present during that game, and because of that, the benches of each team had to step up. The Pacers absolutely did, and the Milwaukee Bucks just didn't. Milwaukee Bucks actually didn't even have any points from their bench until about halfway through the third quarter, and then the Pacers had 50 points off the bench, with Obi Toppin and TJ McConnell having great games. Really disappointing game from Damian Lillard. I feel like Dame time never showed up. I don't know if that's supposed to happen earlier in the night or what, but he just wasn't there to help them out. And then with the Pacers, Obi Toppin and TJ McConnell just had a night. 20 plus points each. Really just came in clutch for them. Also, with the later game, the Knicks just barely edge out the 76ers. Jalen Brunson, past 4 games, has gone 39, 47, 40, and 41 points, which is amazing. Really good player out of Villanova, and this is playing a team that gave away 2,000 tickets for last night, so their fans finally showed out, only to be disappointed, which I think is hilarious. Tyrese Maxey really wasn't as present in that game, although Buddy Hield kind of made up for that. And then Joel Embiid still, I mean, he's a great player, although I really feel like as things have gotten along, I don't know if the 76ers are ever going to have a championship with him. He's always hurt. I mean, obviously throughout the regular season, but come playoff time, he's still a great player. He's amazing, one of the best players in the league when he's healthy. But it's just so uncertain that he's going to be healthy. And I feel like you need more reliable players to build up team chemistry or whatever throughout the entire season. And then once it gets to the postseason, if you're with Joel Embiid, it just it's not there. I don't think they'll progress well with him. Also, some news in the NBA as of like 2 or 3 hours ago, as of recording this, about 4:30 Eastern time. Lakers fired Darvin Ham, their head coach, and joins a long list of coaches that have been in charge of coaching LeBron. And really, at that point, especially this late in his career, you're kind of really there just to manage, not really coach. I feel like LeBron, it's his team. It's not the head coach's team, and I kind of feel bad for them because of that. With that being said, though, I don't really think Darvin Ham was a really good coach. I feel like some of the sub changes he would make and challenges were kind of like, what the hell are you doing? But yeah, that's a new person added onto the unemployment list. There's also been talks in the league of Jimmy Butler possibly leaving Miami after getting taken out by the Celtics this past series. I don't know if there's really any credibility to it. I feel like Jimmy Butler has been a good fit there with Eric Spoelstra, Tyler Hero, Robinson, and I don't know. I feel like they should stay together. I don't think he's going to have... I mean, he could go to some superstar team, like Clippers, Bucks, whatever. But I feel like he has good as chance of getting a championship with Miami as he does anywhere else. And I don't think he really needs to hop around like Kevin Durant or something like that to accomplish that. With the NHL, the only game from last night is the Maple Leafs beating the Bruins. That forces a Game 7 that'll be played Saturday. So please watch that game. That could be the Bruins losing after being up 3-1 in a series for the second year in a row, and that's hilarious to me. I love Boston, but God, they are so overhyped every year. The Bruins are, and I had the Maple Leafs in the championship anyway, so it could happen. But Yeah, they could choke again in the playoffs and be sent home early. Um, Austin Matthews, still a hell of a shooter, although it seems kind of selfish at times. It's been working for him recently, and we'll see how that plays out. And then just a couple of tidbits of NFL news today. Odell Beckham Jr. just signed with the Dolphins for a little bit over $8 million for 1 year. The Dolphins, I don't really think that was a good fit for him. I would have rather stayed with the Ravens for a little bit less. I feel like their chances of winning a championship, if that's what he's wanting to do, are so much higher than the Dolphins. The Dolphins do so much less with so much more. They're one of the really bad teams about that. And even at that point, he's not going to be a star wide receiver for him. They got Tyreek Hill. They got Jalen Waddle. And then also just Tua just absolutely shits the bed every year in the playoffs. He's just not really good in clutch time. And I feel like we're going to see OBJ getting really frustrated. He might take out like a kicker's net again or two just out of frustration with them. But it is interesting to see. I will give him that. But yeah, I'll talk more about that around playoff time, I guess. And then also Chase Claypool signed with the Bills. They needed a wide receiver or more wide receivers after losing Gabe Davis and Stephon Diggs. That's not the guy you want to sign, though. He's a great athlete, amazing athlete. It's just he is god awful at football. I don't understand how you get to be so athletic and gifted and just suck so much ass at catching the pigskin. It makes no sense to me. And then also we have been absolutely completely flim-flammed, smeckledorfed, and just lied to. We have been sold a lie in this video of Zay Flowers having a hole-in-one on a par 3 recently. And I'll just show you the clip. No, I don't suck that much at editing. It just cuts off right there, and he's claiming it's a hole-in-one. Hey, Zay, you want to see something crazy? I'll do a flip right now on camera. Just broke something. You ready? Oh, was that sick? I'll do another one. But yeah, I'll make sure y'all calm down so I won't show any more of my athletic prowess. So that'll be the last flip I have. But I don't understand how you put a video up with the ball still in the air and then claim it's a hole-in-one. I would have believed it more if there just was never a video put out. Like, at least, just take a picture, say, with the ball, be like, yeah, only one. But that's hogwash. Anyways, for my predictions for tonight's games, there is the Cavaliers at the Magic and the Clippers at the Mavericks. For the Cavs game, I'm going to take Cleveland. Magic have been kind of soft, although they've been going off at home, so that could definitely happen. It's kind of a toss-up there. Although with the Clippers and the Mavericks, I definitely take Dallas in that. When they play defense, they have to be top 3 teams in the league. It just depends on if they want to put in effort or not. And then tonight's NHL games, there is the Canucks at the Predators and then the Stars in Vegas. I'm going to take Vancouver in the first game. Just don't feel like the Predators are going to come back to make it Game 7. I don't think they're very good in the clutch. And then I'm going to take Las Vegas just because their defense is so good. I know I had them 2 days ago and they lost, but that was completely on their offense. If they actually show up, I do think they have a really good chance of winning tonight. But with that being said, that is today's episode. Appreciate you coming and joining, spend your time with me. Please like and subscribe, and then comment any other sports news you might be interested in, and I'll be sure to try to cover it. But besides that, see y'all later.